Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit, and it is to determine the number one contender for the Pastgen Television Championship. Introducing first, from West Memphis, Arkansas, he weighs in tonight at 317 pounds, Sycho Sid. With Sycho Sid, a former champion himself, held that belt for many weeks, until he was ultimately defeated by Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog. He'd love to regain that championship, and he's going to get the opportunity. If he can just get past Brock Lesnar, he'll get his title opportunity. But Lesnar, tougher than I think any opponent Sid has ever faced. Introducing his opponent, being accompanied to the ring by his advocate Paul Heyman from Minneapolis, Minnesota. He weighs in tonight at 287 pounds, Brock Lesnar. Well, Brock Lesnar, the former champion as well, losing that belt in rather controversial circumstances. The time limit expiring on the match, but we were on our second time limit draw between him and the Macho Man, and the commissioner allowing for overtime. During that overtime period, Randy Savage defeated Brock Lesnar with that diving elbow. He's not happy about the way that he lost that belt. And now, with the guidance of Paul Heyman by his side, a man that has guided many wrestlers to greatness throughout their careers, surely Lesnar more dangerous than ever, but Sid, pretty damn dangerous as well. Old Sid trying to kick in the early going there. Nice block by Lesnar. Almost a feeling out process here. Another kick by Sid, very one-dimensional. And Brock Lesnar just saw that kick coming again, as now Lesnar sends the big Sid into the corner. And Lesnar really going to work on the 6'9", 317 pound monster known as Sycho Sid. And look at Heyman applauding on the apron. This is going exactly to plan thus far for his client Brock Lesnar. Collar and elbow tie up by Lesnar. Lesnar now with strikes to the head, to the body of Sycho Sid. Sid really not having a good start here. And Lesnar seems very methodical, normally goes out very fast and aggressive. I don't think that tactic's going to work against Sid, and more of a measured approach here from Lesnar, which seems to be working very well. Now Lesnar looking to finish this match early, going for the F5, maybe a little bit too early though, and Sycho Sid wriggling out, takes him down. And maybe Sid now with a chance to turn this match around here. The heavy kicks right to the abdomen. Look at the speed from a 6'9", 317 pound athlete. And Lesnar sent tumbling outside the ring. Oh, that's embarrassing for him. Big boot by Sid. And just as it looked like Lesnar was going to dominate this match, Sid really turning it around now, sending Lesnar for the ride off the ropes. Nails the Polish hammer beautifully. And now Sid going to work on the trapezius muscle, but Lesnar's feet in the ropes. Referee going to give him to the count of 5 to break that hold. Sid leaving it on a little bit longer though. Smart strategy. That's a sign of a veteran there. Now sending Lesnar into the corner. Vicious clothesline, but Lesnar stays on his feet. Sid comes in. Another clothesline by Sid. Lesnar on jelly legs. He can't take the big man off his feet though, as he comes in for a third time. Maybe going for a bigger clothesline, but Lesnar saw that one coming, sticks the elbow up. Well, mistake by Sid. One-dimensional offense. Lesnar saw it coming, and look at that, a big package suplex by the Beast Incarnate. Now Lesnar going for a cover. That could be enough to put Sid away and get his title opportunity against Randy Savage. But Sid getting the shoulder up very quickly there, and a suplex on the big man. What power by Lesnar. Raw power and great technique. Now Lesnar goes behind again, dropping Sid right on his head. And Lesnar grounding and pounding him. Brock Lesnar, I've been very impressed by this man. He just seems to have found a different way of wrestling. He seems like a more dangerous competitor with Paul Heyman at his side. And now Lesnar with heavy shoulder blocks to the abdomen. Sycho Sid looks to be in real trouble here. In a match that we thought could go either way, but Sid has just been too repetitive with his offense, and Lesnar has telegraphed a lot of moves. Goes for the spinebuster. Nice reversal by Sid into a DDT. Very athletic move for a man of his size. And now taking the opportunity with elbow strikes right to the lower spine of Brock Lesnar. Now Sid sends it into the corner, comes charging in with the clothesline again, but Lesnar stays on his feet. Turning the corner for the second time. Another clothesline by Sid. How the hell is Lesnar staying on his feet after all this repeated punishment? And now a third one, and Lesnar goes down this time. Sid on a roll here. What back and forth action we've seen from these two men. And now look at Sid picking him up. The choke slam. Normally this set up to the powerbomb. Could Sid go on to face Randy Savage for the belt and potentially become the first ever multiple time champion? But he's not done here. Look at this. One hand around the throat. Lesnar perched right on that top turnbuckle. And a super massive choke slam. Sid could go for the cover here. I think he's going to try and finish it. He's going to go for the powerbomb here and finish Lesnar off. Picks him up. Look at that by Lesnar. Great athleticism from him as well. Reversing that powerbomb into a DDT and avoiding possibly the most deadly move in the history of pro wrestling. And Lesnar now really grounded and pounded on Sid. Right, Sid doesn't have a concussion. He's took a lot of strikes to the head from Lesnar. Now Lesnar sends him off the ropes, picks him up and nails the spine buster. This time does Lesnar. Lesnar goes behind. Another vicious German suplex by the Beast Incarnate. As Sid looked very close to closing this match, to finishing it off. And now Lesnar looks to be finishing it, going for the F5. Once again Sid wriggling out. Well, I've got no idea who's going to win this. Sid going to the top rope, very uncharacteristic of this man, but nails a beautiful double axe handle. It was a gamble by Sid, but it might have just paid off. And now Sid, another choke slam to Lesnar. Maybe now's the time. Maybe he's weakened him enough to go for that big powerbomb to get the opportunity at the title. But once again, Lesnar, unbelievable stuff, reversing it out into a DDT. And that really took it out of Sid. Now Lesnar has Sid, knee to the gut. Well, insult to injury. Look at this. Lesnar with a powerbomb of his own and picks him up. 2 power bombs. Well, you normally see that applied to cruiserweight wrestlers. You don't see it applied to a wrestler like Sycho Sid. The raw power of Lesnar, unbelievable. And now going for the F5 for the third time. And nails it. Sid doesn't wriggle out this time. Has Lesnar done enough to get that title opportunity, to get his rematch with Randy Savage? He certainly has. What a great win for that man. Brock Lesnar victorious here. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Brock Lesnar. Well, what a fight that was. I could not call that match. Anybody could have won that, but Lesnar just in the end just edged it. Sycho Sid a little bit unlucky, but nonetheless, Brock Lesnar's going to get his rematch in a 2 out of 3 falls match against Randy Savage next week. That will be an unbelievable contest, I'm sure.